Hi, I'm in trouble, girls. Seriously. And it's all very trivial. I snacked on someone else's boyfriend and choked on it. But am I that bad? I'll tell you what happened, and you write down what you'd do in my situation. And please subscribe. It's very important to me. Thank you. And I promise only the most interesting stories. So, lyrics aside, let's get to know each other. I'm Kira, and no one's interested in me. Ugh, it gives me goosebumps to say that out loud. But it's true. I'm not ugly, but I'm not conspicuous. I don't have a boyfriend, and I don't know how to get one. It's not an easy task at all. My classmates look like they are top-level supermodels, and here I am, just Kira. Gray mouse.
Hi, I'm Brian.
It's like a guy grew up in front of me. I was standing there looking at him. Was he eavesdropping on my thoughts or something?
I got 2 movie tickets, a new movie. It should be interesting, shall we?
Is he talking to me? Is he messing with me? While I was pondering, the guy playfully nudged me with his shoulder and moved on, shouting as he went.
I'll pick you up at 6. I know the address. Bye.
Yeah. I'm not just Kira, I'm a retarded Kira. With that thought, I rushed to class. I fell into my chair, trying to crawl lower so I wouldn't catch the eye of the history teacher. I looked over to the side, and I saw... Oh, it was a real angel with long blonde hair and beautiful plump lips.
Hi, I'm Ariel, new here. Can you tell me where you guys are on the topic?
Oh, that sweet little voice could melt the ice of Antarctica. And at recess, it was clear I wasn't the only one fascinated by Ariel. Guys were winking at her, trying to make conversation, but she just smiled back at them with embarrassment.
Kira, right? This is for you.
And she handed me a flyer.
I'm throwing a party tonight to get to know my new classmates. I'm sure it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'd love it if you came.
It seems to be a mix of Christmas along with Thanksgiving today. Woo-hoo-hoo! Of course I'll be there! I sprinted home, and after swallowing a chicken sandwich, I raced to the closet to pick out an outfit for tonight. So, I need something a bit playful and a bit provocative. What am I supposed to choose? Something gurgled in the phone. A message.
I'll be there at 6 p.m. I miss you already. Brian.
Brian? Oh no, I completely forgot. I have a date. Damn it. Why is everything on the same day? I'm dying to go to Ariel's party. But a guy, a movie theater, a soft couch. I don't remember my last date with a guy. Was it even a date? Girls, what am I supposed to do now? Why does it have to be this way, huh? I sank to the floor and with a trembling hand typed a message to Ariel. I'm not coming because it's a date, other plans, blah, blah, blah. That's it. Now she'd be offended and she'd be right. But Ariel called and said she was happy for me, and that we'll definitely hang out at the next party. She's just perfect, isn't she? I was in a great mood at 6 sharp, sitting in the passenger seat of Brian's old Toyota. He kissed me on the cheek when he met me. Isn't that a little early? I rebelled inside, but I reassured myself in time. It's a date, baby, so relax and enjoy it. The hall was packed with people. Everyone was in a hurry for the evening session, and I even noticed a few familiar faces. Brian and I sat down close to the screen, and the movie started. Suddenly, a foul odor hit my nostrils. Ow. Brian definitely smelled like sweat, and that was just foreplay. My boyfriend had bought a huge chicken and cheeseburger before the movie, and was slurping so loudly that I could hardly hear what the characters in the movie were saying. That ketchup, it was dripping on his sweatshirt, his pants, his shoes. I tried to wipe the greasy stains off with a napkin, but the guy thought I was flirting with him and reached out to kiss me. It was horrible. I was so embarrassed and disgusting. I ran out of the cinema hall.
Kira, where are you going? The movie had just started.
And I wanted to fall through the ground. Brian's face was covered in ketchup. I told him I had a headache, so we'll go out some other cab and roared with resentment. I didn't think my date would turn out to be so awful. The next day, all anyone talked about in class was Ariel's party. How cool it was, and how big her house was, and the party was great.
Kira, hey, how was the date? You didn't text me last night. Did you go out till morning?
Before I could say anything, Brian jumped on me and gave me a quick peck on the cheek. Or should I say licked? Ooh.
Hey, how's your head? You want to go out tonight? I'll text you, baby. Don't get lost.
The bell for class saved me. Ariel had a mute question on her face. It was awful. He's kind of crazy. I'll tell you about it later. But then it didn't work. I was hiding from Brian. He waited for me in the schoolyard, in the cafeteria, near my classroom. He even put a stupid note with a heart on my locker.
Kira, what's going on between you two? Your relationship is moving, really fast, or is it just me?
Ariel asked me on the third day of this love terror, and I was on the verge. I had unsubscribed from Brian on social media. I turned away in the hallway, but the more I turned my back on the guy, the more persistent he got. Ariel, what do I do? He stuck to me like a leech. He won't let me pass. We were sitting on a bench in the farthest corner of the schoolyard.
Kira, he's really stuffy. I think we need a drastic solution.
Ariel squinted slyly.
Find yourself a new boyfriend and Brian will go away.
Yeah? Ariel's the one who can snap her fingers once and have dozens of guys at her feet. And I'm just Kira.
Come back tomorrow. I'm throwing another party. And you're not going home alone.
I was almost deafened by the music when I knocked on the door of Ariel's huge house and was immediately pulled inside by my friend.
Great to be here. I have 2 pieces of news. The bad news is Brian's here. But the good news is there's a new guy for you. So we're gonna settle this tonight. Cheer up.
And with a wink, she disappeared into the crowd. Hearing about Brian made me want to cower in a corner. I found a quieter spot, taking my cocktail with me. I'll just stand here and watch the others.
Wow. Hey, gorgeous, I missed you. How are you, sweetie?
Brian was tanking on me. I pressed myself against the wall, trying to blend in, but the luscious smell of sweat, which I couldn't forget from the movie theater, was already irritating my nostrils.
Hello, Kira. Hey, buddy, slow down.
A pleasant voice suddenly sounded beside me. Someone's powerful back cut me off from Brian. He turned pale. So did I. There was an unrealistically handsome guy standing in front of me.
Chill out.
He's talking to Brian.
She's with me.
And with his arm around my waist, the Superman gently pulled me into the other room. What's going on now? Am I asleep? Or dead and in heaven? Who is he? This handsome guy? We were greeted in the room by Ariel.
How'd it go? Did he get it? Is everything okay?
And then the guy gently touched her temple.
Kira, meet Tristan. Tristan is my boyfriend. But for now, it's our secret. No one knows we're dating. So Tristan's gonna be hanging out with you in public for a while, to keep Brian off your back.
I couldn't believe my ears. I wanted to kiss my friend. She's lending me her boyfriend? Seriously? Geez, Ariel, you're amazing. Thank you. And then Ariel threatened with her little finger.
Don't play games. Tristan and I are for real. We're crazy about each other.
I nodded, and Tristan and I went back into the room where everyone was hanging out. Brian was watching from a distance, giving us a sizzling stare. And I was having fun for the last time. The next day, the game continued. Tristan was a senior, and all the girls in the class watched enviously as we ate lunch together at recess or chatted in the schoolyard. It was so easy with Tristan. We laughed all the time, and even started walking home together since we found out we lived nearby. I still bumped into Brian in the hallway from time to time, but he stopped bothering me. Tristan and I didn't see each other outside of school. That was Ariel's condition, and I accepted it. Watching your boyfriend at recess giggling with someone else was a challenge. So a week went by, then another. I started to forget about Brian's sassy advances, but I couldn't wait any longer to see Tristan at recess. I was starting to miss him like crazy. One evening, as I was getting ready to tuck myself in, washing off my makeup, and just about to apply a face mask, I got a text from Tristan.
Hi? Do you want to go for a walk? It's so cool outside. Ariel can't.
Like the universal soldier, 5 minutes later, I was already standing outside. We met outside my house. Tristan was depressed about something. We strolled through the night alley in the park in absolute silence. And at that moment, there was no happier person than me.
Ariel and I had a fight.
Tristan suddenly said quietly.
She hasn't been herself lately. You're close to her, aren't you?
I realized what he was getting at, and nodded faintly.
Talk to her. Explain that you and I are just friends, nothing more. Please. Warning!
Suddenly, Tristan grabbed my shoulders and pulled me against him. I heard the sound of a bicycle ringing in my ear. The courier was rushing off into the night, and if it hadn't been for Tristan's quick reaction, I would have been lying on the pavement. I hugged him and closed my eyes and kissed him. I've wanted to do that for so long.
Kira, why did you do that? Shit. It was an accident, okay? Don't tell Ariel. I don't want to hurt her.
Tristan turned around and walked away, but I didn't feel bad. For once, I did what I wanted to do, and I was happy. Yeah, I like my friend's boyfriend, so what? I kept telling myself on my way to school in the morning. A crying Ariel met me at the front door.
Kira, Tristan called and said he needs to take a break from the relationship. You don't know? What could have happened?
I looked at my friend confused, and she understood. Her tearful eyes were bloodshot. I had just made my worst enemy, but apparently, in life, there is no other way. It's been 2 weeks, but I'm still on everyone's blacklist. Ariel's been avoiding me. I'm a pariah in my class because everyone knows what I did. So I'm transferring to another school. I can't take the ridicule anymore. After picking up my papers, I hurried out of the school. Tears were already spurting from my eyes.
Kira?
I should have run into Tristan. I tried to quickly run past him, but a warm hand prevented me from doing so.
Kira, I don't regret that kiss. I'm sorry I was silent for so long. I don't want to come between you and Ariel.
Suddenly, I'm having a crazy good time. To hell with this. It doesn't matter. I'm free tonight, so I'm gonna go out and have fun. Tomorrow, I'm gonna meet my new classmates, and who knows what Kira's capable of. It's important for me to know what you think of my story. What would you do if you were me? Please write.